Hello and welcome to Sunday's show at the Wacky Bookshelf. For those new here, this channel is all about books you didn't know about. If you are a returning subscriber, we thank you for watching our videos and building the channel. We are a community of explorative readers, and we are always open to new book suggestions. All of our book reviews can be found in the description below, along with our merchandise and book blog. Please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for new content. Thank you for your support, and now on to today's book.
Murder by Injection: The Story of the Medical Conspiracy Against America by Eustace Mullins is a provocative and controversial examination of the American medical system. Mullins argues that a small group of powerful individuals and organizations have systematically manipulated the healthcare industry for their own gain, often at the expense of public health. The book delves into the history and development of the American medical establishment, from the early 20th century to the present, highlighting the influence of pharmaceutical companies, medical schools, and various health-related organizations. Mullins asserts that the medical industry has been co-opted by financial interests, resulting in the prioritization of profit over patient care. He examines the roles of influential figures and institutions, such as the American Medical Association, AMA, the Rockefeller Foundation, and major pharmaceutical companies, alleging that they have worked together to suppress alternative treatments and promote a model of healthcare that is heavily reliant on prescription drugs and invasive procedures. The book covers a wide range of topics, including the history of vaccination, the rise of the pharmaceutical industry, the influence of medical education, and the suppression of natural and holistic therapies. Mullins presents a detailed account of how these entities have shaped medical policies and practices, often to the detriment of public health. While Murder by Injection is meticulously researched and presents a wealth of information, it has been met with significant criticism. Many consider the book to be conspiratorial and accuse Mullins of cherry-picking data to support his claims. Nonetheless, the book has garnered attention for its bold assertions and has sparked debate about the integrity of the American healthcare system. Eustace Mullins' Murder by Injection opens with a bold claim. The American medical system is not designed to promote health, but to generate profit for a select group of powerful individuals and organizations. Mullins sets the stage for his investigation by outlining his belief that the medical industry has been systematically manipulated to serve the interests of pharmaceutical companies, medical associations, and financial elites. Mullins begins by tracing the origins of the modern American medical establishment to the early 20th century. He highlights the role of the Rockefeller Foundation and other philanthropic organizations in shaping medical education and research. Mullins argues that these foundations funded medical schools and research institutions that promoted a specific model of healthcare focused on pharmaceutical treatments and invasive procedures. The book delves into the history and influence of the American Medical Association, AMA. Mullins contends that the AMA, through its control of medical licensing and accreditation, has played a pivotal role in suppressing alternative and holistic treatments. He discusses how the AMA has lobbied for regulations and policies that benefit pharmaceutical companies and conventional medical practices while marginalizing alternative therapies. Mullins provides a detailed account of the rise of the pharmaceutical industry and its impact on American healthcare. He argues that pharmaceutical companies have prioritized profit over patient care, promoting drugs that are often unnecessary or harmful. Mullins examines the development and marketing of various drugs, highlighting cases where pharmaceutical companies have engaged in deceptive practices to increase sales. The book explores the history and controversy surrounding vaccination. Mullins is highly critical of the widespread use of vaccines, arguing that they are often unsafe and ineffective. He discusses the influence of pharmaceutical companies and public health organizations in promoting vaccination programs, alleging that financial interests often override concerns about safety and efficacy. Mullins examines the role of medical education and research in perpetuating the current healthcare model. He argues that medical schools and research institutions are heavily influenced by pharmaceutical funding, leading to a focus on drug-based treatments and a neglect of alternative therapies. Mullins also critiques the peer review process and the influence of corporate interests on medical research. The book details numerous instances where alternative and holistic therapies have been suppressed or discredited by the medical establishment. Mullins argues that these therapies, which often focus on prevention and natural treatments, pose a threat to the profitability of the pharmaceutical and medical industries. He provides examples of practitioners who have been ostracized or persecuted for promoting alternative treatments. Mullins includes several case studies to illustrate his points. These case studies cover a range of topics, including the fluoridation of water, the promotion of psychiatric drugs, and the development of cancer treatments. In each case, Mullins argues that financial interests have played a key role in shaping medical policies and practices, often to the detriment of public health. The book discusses the broader impact of the medical conspiracy on public health. Mullins argues that the current healthcare model has led to an increase in chronic diseases and a decline in overall health. He critiques the focus on symptom management rather than prevention and the reliance on pharmaceutical treatments that often have significant side effects. In his conclusion, Mullins reiterates his central thesis that the American medical system has been co-opted by financial interests, resulting in a healthcare model that prioritizes profit over patient care. He calls for a re-evaluation of the medical establishment and the adoption of a more holistic approach to healthcare that emphasizes prevention and natural treatments. Profit over patient care. Mullins argues that the American medical system prioritizes profit over patient care, with financial interests shaping medical policies and practices to benefit pharmaceutical companies and other powerful entities. Suppression of alternatives. The book highlights the systematic suppression of alternative and holistic therapies that threaten the profitability of conventional medical treatments. Influence of pharmaceutical companies. Mullins provides a detailed critique of the pharmaceutical industry, arguing that it has a disproportionate influence on medical education, research, and public health policies. Critique of vaccination. Mullins is highly critical of vaccination programs, arguing that they are often promoted for financial gain rather than public health benefits. Call for reform. The book calls for a re-evaluation of the current healthcare model and the adoption of a more holistic approach to medicine that emphasizes prevention and natural treatments. Murder by Injection is a controversial and provocative examination of the American medical system. While some may view Mullins' assertions as conspiratorial, the book challenges readers to critically examine the influence of financial interests on healthcare and consider alternative approaches to medicine.
And that concludes Sunday's Wacky book summary. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this content, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. This book and many more can be found below in the description. You can support our community by engaging in the comments section and share if you think others would enjoy this content as well. Thank you again for visiting the channel, and we will see you around soon.